Well, well, well. It's the trash stinky hour. So, how do you like what's been going on so far? Huh? Huh? This cacostocracy is imploding. It's imploding. Have you seen what's going on with Doge? It's a joke. It's a joke. They've fired people that take care of our nuclear stockpile, right? And they didn't even know what the agency, what their jobs titles were and what they did. They fired them, and now they're trying to get them back, right? But they lost email communication with them, and they can't find them. How about that? You feel safer now? You feel safer? That's horrifying. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? And you know, you have um, you have this whole Doge deal. They're a bunch of kids. They're a bunch of kids with no expertise in these fields. So they go in and delete jobs, not knowing what those jobs, what those jobs are for. How could you go in, not knowing anything about a particular field, and just start firing people? Huh? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? It's a disaster. It's a disaster. And then you go and I was just watching the news. I was just watching the news. Man, there is a groundswell of protests already. Already. And I saw this lady saying, "Man, not only did I get laid off, I mean, they stopped pay right then and there. Didn't say anything. If you voted for him, FAFO. I bet you there's a lot of those workers. That's my wife was saying. Yeah, I bet you there's a lot of those workers that actually voted for him. She said, I don't feel for them. I go, hey, you think I do? Me? Nah, no, no. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Um, meanwhile, meanwhile, all right, the dude in charge of this, Musk, that prick, right? He is busy throwing out memes. He threw out a meme, and it was a complete lie about an immigrant, an immigrant um, breaking into an emergency room with knives and blades. The only problem is the backdrop was some kind of superhero movie, But that's how unserious this situation is. I was looking at Rachel Maddow a little while ago, saying she's going up, and we're supposed to be afraid of this. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know, I've got to get my I've got to get the take of my pilot friend and ask him what in the hell's going on with all these airplanes, man. You know, right on the cusp of him firing. I think he fired a bunch of mechanics and all kinds of people that have to do with the maintenance of those airplanes. Are you kidding? That's horrifying. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, hey, I'm assuming you say that people on Facebook say that Doge is a great thing. Yeah, right, right. Tell them to tell them to go across the street from the Capitol. See how that's going. As a matter of fact, there there is a there is a 36% spike in unemployment filings over there in Washington. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And inflation is spiking. It's coming. Yeah, that's right. We had I saw Trump's ledger on that True Social. They had income of like $3 million and they lost like $400 million. How do you do? Somebody tell me how you do that and still manage to operate? You know, this guy, he always has some janky ass scam going. You know, I mean, you know that their MAGA president from where is it? That Malay guy. That guy. They're talking about impeaching him because he did a crypto coin scam. Was from with the same people that Melania's coin did. He told the country. He said the guy from Argentina. He told the country, look, this will boost our GDP. This will do this. This will do that. Motherfucker caved in. It caved in. It caved in. It's going real well. It's going real well for these people. Let me see. Let me see what else I wrote here. Yeah, you know, we were talking about everything that's going on around here, around the house. Um, they told me that Stinky was partying over there at Mar-a-Lago, and he's gassed. He's gassed. He had those moments where you fucking freeze, where they say that he falls asleep with his eyes open these days. What do you expect? He's 80. He's gassed. It's it's ridiculous. I mean, you should see here. Okay, they parked that monstrosity Air Force One right down the street from the house, and you know when it's coming. You hear it, right? And and then we have to dodge his motorcade because he goes to the golf, then he comes back across the street to the airplane, then he goes over to the island, and all we us peons are doing is dodging him. While he you I just think he's got everybody says he's got to be burning through a ton of money. But it's all good to save other people's money, right? For you to spend it. I mean, they spare no expense. It's got to be hundreds of millions of dollars to 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 haul that bag of flat footballs around. You know, it's disgusting. Is what it is. It's disgusting. And I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I was looking at oh yeah, Eric Adams. Eric Adams. This is okay. This is this is Kakistocracy at work. At work. Eric Adams, mayor of New York. All right. Soon to be former. Soon to be former because I found out that the governor can axe him. But you have to have probable cause. Man, I didn't know what he was doing. Right? I looked this up. I didn't know what he was doing. Man, this guy was, I mean, the most disgusting out in the open, in your face corruption that there could be. The Turkish consulate, they were telling the fire chief and the building code inspector to just look the other way, and then they gave him money. Good God, that is worse. That is worse than a mob shakedown right there, right there, right. So all these people, right? Expertise, people that just did not want to throw away their careers, they quit. They quit on these people, and that's excuse. That's reason for Hochul to get rid of this guy. You know, and from what I've been told is that he should be gone in 2 days because because of the quid pro quo that that Stinky's administration did with him. That's terrible. That's terrible. And then you see that that token he was on Fox. He was on Fox with the mouth breather. What's his name? Holman. Yeah. Hey, look, man, you play ball with us, and we won't indict you. Now, here's the thing. Here's where Adams finds himself on the spot. Right? If Hochul gets rid of him, right, then Stinky and them have no use for him. No way out. That's right. No way out. What? What? Why? What are they gonna do? They gonna give him a job in the administration? Yeah, right. Wrong color. Gotcha. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They got no use for that guy. And from what I understand, he's gonna be out. He's gonna be out within the next 48 hours. It could be. I don't know. That's what I heard. Um, and just think, there was one guy, I think his name was Ed Sullivan. Yeah, not the Ed Sullivan from the really big shoe, not him. But there was a guy, Ed Sullivan, that he was willing to put his name on the papers, right, that dropped the charges on Eric Adams. He still has to walk into court, and with all that evidence that we just talked about, he's supposed to walk into court and explain to a judge why those charges were dropped. Did you say goodbye, career? If I was him, I would walk with them and then say, "Hey, man, they forced me to do this. Okay, why not? Why not? Look at what's going on in all these agencies. All these agencies. Anybody that's any good, right? He's quitting. He's quitting. Can you blame them? Can you blame them? They don't. Eventually the chickens are going to come to roost. They don't want to go to prison. They don't want. I mean, just think, if you have a law career, right? If you have a career in law, right, and then you entangle yourself with these people, how's it going to work for you in the private sector? How's it going to work for you the day that shit ends? It's not. It's not. Like everything that has to do with Trump. You're scarred forever. Scarred forever. Look at the quandary that Eric Adams has gotten himself into now. You know, he temporarily saved himself from jail. Temporarily. Temporarily. But when they have no use for him, I wouldn't be surprised if that idiot Bondi goes after him. That would be something. Wouldn't that be something? The lepers are eating their face. Now, like I told you guys from the beginning, man, these people are, fortunately, they're evil. They're evil. Forget about it. But they're dumb. They're as dumb as they are evil. And that's what we have going for them. You know, we have decent, honest people that want to fight these people. And these people, they don't have a leg to stand on legally. Legally. That's why he's coming up with Napoleon's phrases saying that, I can break the law if I'm trying to save my country. Well, I was listening. I listened to all these people. I was listening to Oberman this morning. He's very hyperbolic, right? But he made a point. Okay, what if I'm? What if one of us is willing to break the law to save our country, right? Against him. See what I mean? See what I mean? Who? What? Does that rule only apply to him or to everybody? Right? Right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously. Seriously, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that Eric Idle, man. I'm telling you, they have hung him out to dry. Yeah, yeah, and I okay, I really want to. I don't want to come to elaborate or comment on what's going on in the skies with the airplanes crashing and all this stuff until I hear, because there's several pilots that go to my gym, right? And there's this one guy that is, he's a Mac Daddy pilot. He's a real good guy too. I want to ask him first how he feels about what's going on, between the airplane upside down, and this airplane crashing into another one, into the helicopter, all that stuff. Because man, I came home from the gym for a little while, and I look on the TV. There's this dude getting out of an airplane and it's upside down. What the what? What? Yeah. An airplane slid into home upside down. That's right. But from what I understand, it was safe. Safe because I don't. There's no. I think there's one person that's critically injured, and the rest of everybody else is okay. And from what I understand, that person that's critically injured is going to live. So that's a great thing. Thank God. But man, I want to ask him, what he thinks about what's going on in the skies. I mean, with all these cuts and all this stuff, and man, you really, you really have to think about getting on an airplane these days, man. I did a tournament over the weekend, Sunshine Cup. You can Google it. It was a really nice flag football tournament. Raised a lot of money, blah blah blah, right? But the guys that I work with, they flew in from all over the place. We literally checked in with each other to see if they made it back in one piece. I mean who that wasn't even a thought before January the 20th that we would have to check with each other to see if we made it back on an airplane alive. Seriously, seriously. No, that's not being hyperbolic. That's being dead serious. I mean, come on. God. I mean, it's it, it's crazy. It's crazy. And you have while all of this is going on, right? You have Stinky driving around the oval, driving around the oval at Daytona, and on Fox are saying, "Oh man, he looked like he was digging it." And then Doug Burgum, right? This guy he looks so powerful driving around that oval. He looks like a leader. Yeah, right, right, right. And that's insane. That's insane. And now, as far as we were embarrassment on the world stage, we were we were embarrassed big time. They sent that closet hag, JD Vance, and that raging alcoholic, because that is not a former alcoholic. That guy is a drunk. Hegseth. That guy's still drinking. Still drinking. He does not let go of that cup. You know? He's still drinking to embarrass us. Embarrass us. Embarrass us. It had to be the worst display of foreign policy ever. 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 You know, JD Vance had all these one-liners and stuff, and he was expecting to get claps during his pregnant pauses and all. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. They were mortified. They were mortified about him taking Russia's side, castigating a country that that made their election null and void because of what Russia did to it, and he was castigating them. And they just went like this, man. Fuck you. And so basically, what they have to do is this. Okay, what they have to do is this. Him in that headset. What Europe has to do, right? And they're on the verge of doing it. Them in Ukraine. What they have to do is ask Stinky, or just get Rubio, grab him by one of those fucking radars he has for an ear, grab him and say, "Hey, buddy, whose side are you on? The Allies or 1934 Germany? Whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? Because they've already threatened to put boots on the ground in Ukraine. And you think that nobody wants to get their country invaded. And this is where Putin's trying to go. So they're going to say, okay, yeah, we will meet them in your country. You referring to Ukraine? Because who wants them to come to their house and fight? So they're gonna head them off at the pass. That's right. That's right. And here's the thing: if there's a coalition of allies and they get together and they tell Russia go, they tell okay, let's go, right? It's not gonna go well for Russia, and they know it. And they know it. Look, Ukraine is fighting a valiant fight, and it's that's only Ukraine against big bad Russia. They've had them tied stuck in the mud forever. That's really, I mean, seriously, seriously. Can you imagine if if England, France, and all the NATO countries put boots on the ground there? I guarantee you, it's not going to go well for these people. It won't. It won't. So America, right? America has to figure this out. Are you on the side of the baby killing thug, right? The guy that invaded a sovereign nation, or are you on the side of the good guys? And okay, we saw this movie already. We've seen it once, and it doesn't go well for 1934 Germany. You know what I mean? AKA Russia in this case, with their janky ass military. And it'd be a hell of a fight, but Russia's already had to borrow troops from North Korea, and it's a mess. It's a mess. North Korea's not going to be in that fight. No, they saw how it was. Them North Koreans, they sent them North Koreans over there. They turned around and flipped and started fighting for Ukraine. That's right. Yeah, it happened. It happened. Forget about it. I mean, that guy has these idiot Russians semi brainwashed that like Ukraine was, is fascist and this and that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And what do we do? We go over there, send that drunkard Hegseth and Vance, and they just embarrassed us. As a matter of fact, okay, the head of the armed services. That remember when I did that video when I did when they were doing Hegseth, that old man that old man with the smoker's cough, right? Um, the head of the Armed Service Committee. Oh, Hegseth, you're a brilliant guy. You're going to do well. Blah 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 blah. That guy. He just said Hegseth gave it all away, right? And he said that was a rookie mistake. He read a speech that Tucker Carlson would have written, and Tucker Carlson's a fool. This is the guy. This is the guy, right? That talked up Hegseth, right? Motherfucker, now you're criticizing him? What did you expect? What did you expect from Rapey McBoozy? Huh? What did you expect from Rapey McBoozy? Tell me. Tell me. No, this is on you. You own it. You own it. As a matter of fact, the way Rapey McBoozy's going, it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't make it 4 years. Because that was an embarrassment. That was an embarrassment. Well, yeah, I mean, seriously. Seriously. Let me see. It's getting dark here. Yeah. And yeah, no. So I was watching Ben and them, right? And started talking about the guy from the FAA, Sean Duffy. Sean fucking Duffy. Yeah. He's at listen to this. Him and Doge, right? They've been asking for people that know what they're doing to help them. Can you imagine air traffic control people asking the public for help because they know they have fired all their skilled people? What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? and and now these libertarians and these Republican conservatives, quote unquote conservatives, because they're fucking assholes, right? Now they're freaking out because these dudes got their hands on their data. That's right. That's right. That's right. And for what? And for what? Ain't saving anything. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You know that this Leon goes and he gives examples of waste, fraud, and abuse, right? Like there was a person that was on Social Security and he's been on Social for like 100 years or something like that. And years after he died, that was a lie. That was a lie. You know what that was about? It was coded. It's coded in a way that made it look like he was out for that he was on Social Security for 100 years after he died or some shit like that. It was coded like that because that's the way they code things. But of course, their geniuses, their interns didn't know anything. They didn't know anything about that. So it's all been a lie. It's all been a lie. As a matter of fact, right? They want to get in that data. They want to get in that data so they can comb over your records. And if it, for example, let's say hypothetically Liz Cheney or something like that, so they can comb over the records just to see if by any chance she didn't pay taxes on this or didn't pay taxes on that, so they can go after her. That's all this. That's all that's about. What wage fraud and what the fuck you talking about? It's nonsense, bro. You know. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying this is like I told you guys. I told you guys to hang in there and don't let them exhaust you. Do not let them exhaust you. You got to stick with it because every time they get called out, it puts a dent in them. It puts a dent in them. This guy's popularity is already slipping badly, badly. That's just like, yeah, I'm from Miami. I graduated from the University of Miami streets, and I'm seeing some serious baffle with the Cubans and the Venezuelans over there. They voted for him. I I recently went down there and I'm like, holy shit, this shit's infected with MAGA, right? And I mean, man, what is it that appeals to you when it comes to this guy? Because he hates you. You know he hates you. Oh no, no, no. He only hates the criminals. Bullshit. He hates you, right? Uh, Bulletin. Temporary protective status is over for the Venezuelans. I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed. What do you mean feel betrayed? What are you talking about betrayed? He told you that you were vermin. He told you, right, that you were poisoning the blood. So what did you think was going to happen, honey? Huh? What did you think was going to happen? What, you're in turmoil now? You're afraid to take your kids to school? Mom, I got to pay my taxes. You don't look like them. You don't talk like them. Therefore, you're a criminal. See? See how that works? Is that no, they're only taking the criminals, but when they consider you a criminal, they take you. That's right. And now that slime ball, right? That slime ball, Marco Rubio, Cuban, right? He's over there cutting deals with with the dictator of Venezuela, right? Yeah, to send y'all back. That's right. That's right. That's you know what they call that in Miami? Cubano repentido, right? That's right. Y'all Google that. Cubano repentido, right? That's what they call this motherfucker because now it's all good that these Cubans are here, right? Okay, but close the door for everybody else. Why? Because you selfish motherfuckers, right? That's the MAGA way. You're selfish. Now, every one of y'all motherfuckers the vote for Trump, the vote for Trump, the vote for Trump. Fuck you. I hope all of you get fucking deported. That's right. No, I have no sympathy. I have no sympathy for 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 sympathizers, for facilitators, right, of serial abuse. Let's just put it that way. Serial abuse. Okay? Not to mention, he would spit on you if you're on fire. That's right. That's right. Oh, I know that. I know that. My, my buddy, well, it's my buddy, one of his caddies. He told me, man, that dude is gassed. He's gassed. He drives the cart up to even when he goes to putt, he has to drive the cart up there. He's 80, he's old, he's fat. Motherfucker been eating cheeseburgers all his life. He's gassed, bro. You know? And he tells them, he refers to you people as my suckers. But don't feel bad because he told you to your face, you suckers. You know? That's right. That's right. Get yourself some fat folk. Yeah. So yeah. So that's basically it right now until the next shitstorm comes, and it's starting to get dark. It's starting to get dark here. By the way, guys, I hope you guys are you know I hope it's warm enough for you guys because here I'm telling you, 72 and sunny. We had a great weekend. Yeah, yeah. Other than having to um, avoid all of this nonsense of the of Stinky's motorcade and all that stuff, and we try to avoid these idiots that he has at our restaurants and at our stores. You know, a lot of stores taking in on the chin because of him and his idiot policies. Now nobody wants to come. Nobody wants to come down here for vacation. And Canadians, I'm proud of them, are helping in not coming here anymore and spending money. Now, granted, shit, it's only been uh what a month and a half, month and 3 weeks. Just wait till these policies really start to kick in. The impact of tourist dollars leaving us, these tariffs when they start jacking everything, and it's just going to be a shit show, but a shit show of half of this country's, not half of this country, half of the voting population responsible to your making, right? Because we told you, we told you this is a functionally illiterate criminal, right? That thinks he's the smartest person in the room, but it turns out he's always the dumbest person in the room. You know, that's right. That's right. Yeah. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get it. There's only so many I'm gonna blame Joe Biden that he has left in him. Because he tried to blame this lousy ass inflation on Biden already. And I told you he was gonna do that. And here's the thing. This budget proposal, I started going over it. It ain't got nothing about tax on tips. It ain't got nothing about overtime. It ain't got nothing. It ain't got nothing about none of that. But I tell you what does have $800 billion cut in Medicaid and Medicare. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they want to hack it. They want to hack it. And for what? And for what? To pay for these idiots' tax cuts, man. It's not going to benefit us. But man, we told y'all that was coming. Shit. Anyway, anyway, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting, and brace yourselves. But we're gonna be okay. We're gonna survive because we ain't stupid like them. You know. Now Stinky's gonna take away their meth money. They're gonna be pissed off. You know. Whatever. Whatever. And no, um, we're fading to black here. And what I wanted to tell you guys, man, if you get some of the merch, take a picture of it, take a picture with it, and I'll put y'all on video. You know, send me videos, whatever. You know how to get through with the subscription. Just and contact me, and I'll talk to you guys, man. I love talking to you guys. I talked to a bunch of you people on download there. You know, or through email. You know, so anyway, You guys have a great evening, and oh, there's an airplane. Oh shit. Anyway, you guys have a great evening, and we love you, right? Hang in there. I'm going to try to do this a little more often. And remember, just go to mockingmegamores.com, right? Get your shirt, get your koozie, get your mug, I plan on having more shirts designed. But, you got to walk before you can run, And remember, a cut of that goes to Vets Charities, okay? So, anyway, you guys take care. Have a good evening. Peace. Resist.